Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the start of the Battle for Wesnoth campaign. This time around, we're going to be playing the campaign Liberty. As the shadow of civil war deepens across Wesnoth, a band of hardy marchlanders revolts against the governance of the new queen. To win their way to freedom, they must learn to use shadows and deception to rout the trained blades of the Wesnothian army. This is a novice-level campaign, and it does have 7 scenarios. Now, before we dive into the campaign, I should just briefly mention here that you can see we are now playing on version 1.16.1. So, the Battle for Wesnoth was recently updated to version 1.16, and as a result, you can see that there are a few differences here. So, the campaign selection menu has been overhauled, as has some of the campaign settings that you can choose from here. And there are a number of other changes that have also been added in these new version updates. And some of those changes actually are to the campaigns. So there's been some tweaking and some revisions to some of the campaigns. At least that's my understanding. If you're interested, check out the patch notes because there was actually quite a lot of additions done. So just something to mention there if you're wondering why things look a little bit different. So back to the campaign here. As I said, we're going to be starting Liberty. And in terms of the settings here, we're not going to have any modifications. We can now choose our RNG for combat. We have the option between default RNG, predictable RNG, and then biased RNG, which is experimental. We're going to leave it on default, which is kind of irrelevant to us because reloading alters future combat outcomes. So again, we're playing on Ironman, so we're not going to be reloading and retrying any previous combats or anything like that, but we will keep this on default. As for a difficulty setting, we're going to go with the most challenging difficulty setting possible, and in this case, that is Fugitive, which corresponds to a challenging difficulty appropriately. All right, with that, let's get started. From the Journal of Baldras, 21 Scatterseed, 501 YW. Months. 7 months it has been since the Crown did send a single guard here to help us. This Gerard too be a pompous stinker, even worser than his pa. Us of these border towns, Delwyn and Dallben, already be poor and needy, yet all's his majesty can think of is tax, 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 taking all our hard-earned gold from us. Then he uses our gold to provoke more wars with more orcs just for personal glory and more land for them grubby nobles to lord over. To Abaddon with the crown. We got no armies and we don't even got real weapons, but we of the Western Marches make do just fine with our slings and clubs. In all Anuvin province, there won't be nobody besting us in these swamps. We're self-reliant out here. We got our own trade routes and packs of mutual defense. No need for them Wesnothians, not a single bit. The sun were out today, but it were raining too. Weird mix of brightness and woe. Reminds me of the day Harper's pa died in that orc raid. Since my sis Irwin passed when we were young, poor lad had nobody but me. Never wanted no kid of my own, but he's mine to take care of now. Fine lad, that one, just a bit careless like his pa. I needs to keep a good eye on him now, with all them orcs running around here of late. The Raid. I long to burn human cities, but that Weasley witch thinks we're only good enough for these puny villages. These hapless clods barely have anything, but at least the witch's gold is good. Ride, you worms. Let's finish our raid before their hunters return. Look, Goblin riders approach. You was right. They was going to raid Dallben while we was gone. We gots to stop them or they'll burn down the whole village. Damn these goblins and damn the crown. We always be having to fight for ourselves. Uncle, we got no time to talk. Them riders are heading full speed straight for Dallben. We'll need to chase them down through those woods and fast or we won't be able to catch up. Do it. Hold them beasts back till us old-timers get there to finish them off. And Harper, don't be getting reckless on me today. Your old man died like that, charging into a pack of goblins by himself. I won't lose you the same way. I know. No need to worry so much. All right, let's go. All right, so here we are. Scenario 1 of Liberty, the Raid. Victory condition is to defeat all of the Goblin Marauders. Our defeat conditions are Goblins reach the village of Dallben, the death of Baldras, the death of Harper, or if our turns run out and we have 15 turns remaining. We do also get a gold carryover bonus, as always, with an early finish bonus, and interestingly here, 100% of gold will be carried over to the next scenario. That's quite interesting. I think in our previous scenarios it was 40% of gold, so that's quite interesting. That means that all the gold that we have will actually come over with us to the next one. That's important to know. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got here. So we're starting off with a fairly sizable number of units. We've got Peasant Youth, we've got Village Elder, Peasant Hunter. So these kind of look like bandits and footpads, which I think is more or less what we're going for here. And we're, of course, up against a Wolf Rider, Goblin Pillager, which is a level 2 unit. Yeah, a whole bunch of Goblin Pillagers. That's kind of scary. So we'll have to be very, very careful. And then up north, you can see, here's Dallben. So we can't let the Goblins reach Dallben, but we need to also probably capture some villages for our gold income. All right, and of course, our most important units here are Baldras, the Village Elder, and where's our other commander? Here he is. Harper, a Peasant Youth. Now let's take a quick look at these classes. So this is a level 1 unit. The alignment is neutral, so that's a little bit different from the bandit classes that we've previously used in other campaigns. So we have a club attack and a sling attack, which is very much the same as the footpad. But again, the alignment is neutral, meaning that we can fight day or night, and we won't really see a difference in our performance. And same goes for the Village Elder. This advances from a Villager, so that's the Villager. Advances to Village Elder. Has a very strong melee attack, but no ranged attack. Okay. So now let's think about how we want to proceed here. So these goblins, let's take a look at them and see kind of where their strengths and weaknesses lie. So they are chaotic, which means we want to fight them during the day since our units are neutral. It doesn't matter when we're fighting, but we want the pillagers to be at a disadvantage. Now, importantly here, if this unit is able to slow its enemies with a net, which is going to be really dangerous, that torch attack could set us on, or it's a fire-based attack, I guess. I was going to say it could set us on fire, but it just means that we might be taking fire damage. And in terms of their defenses here, reasonably high in the forest, otherwise fairly standard for sort of a cavalry unit, although they get more benefit in a castle than like human mounted units would. So, and nothing else really of note about them. Let's just take a look. Resistances are all just 0%, so nothing special. They're equally resistant and susceptible to all damage types, effectively. Okay. So, as for how to combat them, I think we want to get them into a choke point, and this river and the bridge here would probably form actually a pretty decent choke point where we could deal with them. And I think our units are going to benefit, oh yeah, they're going to benefit from being in the woods as opposed to being on open ground. So what I'm going to do, first of all, Red is going to head up there and capture that village. Now, importantly, you can see that these units, none of them are loyal with the exception of my 2 commanders here. We do also have Peasant Hunter, and that's our ranged unit here. So I need to be cognizant of that because normally a lot of the units you start campaigns and scenarios with, sometimes they'll give you loyal units, but none of these are. So in a way, I suppose that means I could take maybe some additional risks with them, perhaps. Okay, and our Villager and Village Elder do not benefit as much from being in the woods. So that's good to know, and that means that I will probably relegate them to perhaps fighting in the open or fighting from villages, whereas my other units, I'm going to probably have them be in the woods themselves, I think. I mean, that's not to say that we don't get benefit in the woods. You can see here we still get 50% compared to 40, but the benefit is less pronounced, I should say. And I need to make sure in this campaign, in my last campaign series where I played the South Guard, I didn't do a very good job of leveling up my commander unit, Dioran, and this time I need to make sure I do a much better job of that. So I'm going to try my best to ensure that Harper here gains as much experience as I'm able to provide him with, of course keeping in mind that I can't put him in unnecessary risk. And it doesn't look like we're able to recruit any additional units from here, so we're going to have to just work with what we have. That's an important thing I should have noted. I don't know if we can... Yeah, this isn't... we don't have a keep of any kind, so... This is an encampment castle, but I don't think that counts as a keep, so... No, it doesn't. So, yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get any extra units, so we have to just work with what we have, effectively. Okay, we're going to end the turn there. Let the goblins do their thing. Oh, and they're going to go straight across the river. Isn't that interesting? Oh, boy. This is going to be very, very difficult. So, we're going to have to make use of our movement here, because otherwise we are not going to be able to catch them. So, we just have to move as aggressively as possible here, I think. You know what? Let's just keep... We'll move, like I said, as aggressively as we can here. Yeah, and I don't think our village elder and our heavier units are going to be able to really keep up, unfortunately. All right, we will end it there. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be enticed into attacking me or not. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to deal with them in the water. We're going to have to now fight them in sort of the open area. But I think we could maybe use this village as a bit of a rally point here for... some of our units. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this unit to capture the village, and then I'm going to create a bit of a defensive sort of line here to force the enemy to confront me in the woods where they are not getting as much benefit. So if we take a look at the defense in the woods, 50% is still pretty good, but it's not as good as my unit. So we will at least have an advantage. Of course, it is unfortunately nighttime, but the time is going to flip over here shortly. So I think we will be okay in that regard. Now here's a question. Do I want to park a unit there, perhaps? Okay, our stronger units can advance here, which is good. I'm a little concerned about their ability to throw the net at us, though. And then we got this little guy who can advance. I think we'll park him there. Bowman will go like this. So we're trying to pen them in a little bit, and hopefully we can engage them here and kind of surround them. And then the daytime's going to come here shortly, and we should get an advantage in that they will be at a disadvantage, and we don't really care because, as I said, we're neutral. All right, we'll end it there. Let's see what happens. Time to feast on these puny pinkskins. Hey, who you calling puny? Ouch. Oh, we're taking some... Oh my gosh, they hit hard. Taking some big damage there. This is tough. Okay. Thankfully, at least we got a little bit of healing from the village. And it is now daytime. It's dawn. So... Chaotic units currently are at 0%, as are we, but in another turn here, we're going to flip over to daytime, and that's when we're going to start having an advantage. So, let's see if we can capitalize on this. We've got some openings here to attack, so I think we want to take our strong units here and have them go in. Yeah, look at that, morning star time. I think that's what we should do. I'm just trying to decide who would be best. I think we'll send our unit in the back up first, because he's the furthest away. Nice, there's some hefty damage. And we're taking quite a bit ourselves, but we did dish out a fair good amount of punishment. Geez, and that ranged attack is deadly from those pillagers. We have to be very, very careful. And then this one's going to come over and attack on the open ground. We're going to take some damage, unfortunately. Jeez, and we're not getting hits. Oh, that's terrible. Boy, that really, really sucks. Alright, let's try our bow attack here. Oh, and it's 9 health, so we're not gonna be able to get the kill unless we hit 3 times. Now here we go. Our village elder could get a one-shot, hopefully. Yeah, let's try that. Come on, baby. Yes, there we go. Some nice experience for Baldras as well. Oh boy, now we got to deal with these. Oh, and here's the enemy commander, Falcag. So if we let him go, we're going to be in trouble. We're going to have to try to slow him down, I think. Let's just check quickly our victory conditions as well. It's okay, so it's basically, I think if any goblin reaches the village of Dallben, we're in trouble. Not just the leader. So we will have to kill them all, it looks like. Okay, we can head in like this. Ooh, I don't like those odds. That's not very good. Yeah, I think this peasant is unfortunately going to have to be sacrificed on the altar here. So, let's see if maybe we can gang up on the ones that are kind of left here. Do some sling attacks here. Nope, no such luck. Try some bow shots, although again, that net damage could be devastating. Oh. Yeah, that's not great. Yikes, these are tough units. I think what we're gonna do is we'll have to just move our bowmen up like this. Boy, oh boy, this is a really challenging scenario here. We'll do the club, actually only 2 attacks here. I was going to say it might be better in that we're not risking getting slowed, but they only have 2 attacks versus 3, so less chances to hit us. Let's do that. Okay, no such luck. For this unit, it might not be worth actually attacking just because if we do, there's a chance we'll be killed. So I think I'm actually going to leave him alone. I don't want him to die off. And as for my leader, I really don't want to put him in danger, although I do need to get him some experience. So we'll go and capture the village, and then from there we can perhaps... Yeah, I've moved all my units, so we're going to end it there. They're getting close to Dallben. What should we do? There be a couple guards in the village. Might be able to slow them wolves down if they gets closer. Look, goblin riders be on the hunt, headed right for Dallben. We gots to stop them. Wow, they're just gonna bypass my units entirely. Okay, well, one of them stopped, at least. Alright, let's send village elder in, perhaps, to put some hurt on them, or try to, anyway. At the very least, we have some villagers up here that can act as guards, which will help a little bit, but that's not going to fix our problem. Because these guards won't last long against these very, very powerful pillager units. Alright, what are our options here? I think we just have to keep pressing north as aggressively as we can. Try to catch up and do something to these units, at least. So let's, I mean, again, this is a bit of a throwaway for this unit, but let's at least try and kind of tie them up here or something. Do a little bit of damage at least. We could send our leader in to do some damage. Of course, that's going to put him at risk, but might be worth it. I think we'll try it. It's a gamble, though. There we go. That's pretty good damage. You know what? We can do the same story right here as well. Let's do it. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get the kill, but we at least did quite a bit of damage, which is great. So now we have to try and finish off this one, and I think the best unit to do that's probably going to be the village elder. Perhaps like this. Well, it's going to be the village elder in combo with the other 2 village elders, so we'll move in like this and attack. Come on, make those hits, yes. Okay, now he's in a pretty good position to try to finish off, so let's send our village elder in and see if we can kill him. Perfect. Nice, getting closer to a level up for Baldras. Ooh, and our other village elder can get in there and at least do some big damage. Unfortunately, he's going to be in rough shape, but... yeah, he's going to take some punishment. Oh, and he really wasn't able to do much, unfortunately. Alright, let's advance like this. Go into the woods and do some sling attacks here. Okay, nice. At least we didn't get hit with a net. Our bowman can advance, and then... peasant youth, I suppose, can advance here. Oh, we got slowed. Jeez. Of course, we have the odds to land, and we don't land. That seems pretty par for the course. Now, here's the big question. Do we want to leave these guys in the relative safety of the village, or do we want to move out and attack more aggressively? I'm kind of inclined to leave them where they are, but it might be better to actually send them down into the forest here. Although, again, their defense isn't going to be as high. Decisions, because I could send them down to kind of try to help out. Maybe I'll do that, and if they do move up to attack, I might be able to catch them. So we'll go like this. Oh, I hope this isn't a bad decision, but I guess we'll find out shortly. So we'll end it there. Oh, and my archer getting mauled to death here. Ugh. That's not good. Okay, he survived, thankfully. Alright, so, yeah, our heavy units need to get in there and do some damage. So let's advance like this. Oh yeah, we can do some, hopefully, heavy damage here. Geez, we needed to do more. That's kind of a shame. Alright, we'll go like this. Our leader can advance. And the rest of our units just need to kind of whittle them down here. This might be a situation where our leader could actually get a kill. Yeah, let's try it. Perfect. Yeah, there's some good experience for Harper. Now we just have to... whoops. We have to do some damage to this pillager. 19 health, so... what are our options? Maybe like this. Let's do that for starters. Gosh, we're just taking all kinds of punishment. Yeah, oh, this net's gonna kill us if we try that. Don't want to do that. This one can move up. He's a little bit healthier. And then we can try and maybe get the finish with our bowman if we can't get it with the peasant youth. Alright, let's try the sling attack here. Oh. Okay, well, at least we hit once. And then... now, here's a situation where our weakened hunter could perhaps advance and try to get the finish. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to advance like this, and then we'll move up here. Try for the kill. Nice. Oh, and look at that. Almost a level up. That's pretty good. And then we can capture some villages on our way north here. This peasant hunter is probably going to have to be a bit of a sacrifice, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do... oh, and unfortunately, we're not able to really get into the woods here, which is a shame. I'm going to go like this, and then try for some bow attacks. Try to do something, at least. Alright, so, yeah, as it currently stands, this unit could just waltz right into the town, so we need to tie him up. Like that. There we go. At least we've got him sort of pincered now. We might as well attack. Nice, okay, that's pretty good. We can do some more. Okay, no problem there. We actually came through that pretty well. You know what, I think I'm just going to keep the elders moving north rather than having them stay at a village. And then we will end our turn there. Oh, slowing us. That's not good. Now, here's an opportunity where we might be able to get the kill with our... with Harper, if possible here. So let's see. Perhaps we can... yeah, and our heavy hitters can't catch up. Okay, so we're going to have to make do with what we've got with these villagers. So we'll step over like this. Yeah, he's still prevented from advancing into the village, thank goodness. It'd be really nice to get a hit in with this peasant hunter and have him evolve, but it doesn't look like that's going to be a possibility, unfortunately. This guy might as well go capture this village, since he can. All right, let's see. If we do some work here, let's try this. Okay, 8 health. Let's see. Step up. We would have to hit twice, so... I'd kind of rather hold off. You know what? Let's go like this, and then try to do some damage here. Maybe we'll get the kill out right. Oh, we did. Okay. I was too weak. Silly Goblin. These orc raids keep getting harder and harder to hold off. Feels like every new day is just another chance for us to lose everything. That Gerard, too, stopped sending patrols out here a while back. Stinker probably sent his troops on some new war against them orcs. Don't really matter. Technically, Anuvin be under the charge of Elensfar, but you don't see him coming to help us either. Then why do we gotta pay taxes to the king? Maybe Elensfar doesn't help us, but at least they don't take our gold. We don't got no choice, lad. If I don't gives them what they want, they'll make trouble for everyone in Dallben. But we can't keep doing this forever, Uncle. If we stay like this, those orcs will eventually overrun us. What should we do? I don't know, Harper. I just don't know. Alls I can say is we're on our own out here. And there you have it, victory. So we've emerged victorious. We had 22 gold remaining, and we finished 8 turns early. So there's an early finish bonus, 12 per turn. So our total bonus is 96 gold. Our total gold, 118. And of course, carryover percentage is 100%. So that means next scenario, we will start with 118 bonus gold. So all in all, I think we did pretty well. We really didn't, I don't think we really lost any of our units. And we actually gained a decent amount of experience with Baldras, as you can see here, and also with our peasant hunter here, who is 1 XP away from leveling up and evolving. So I think we did pretty good. And we also got a little bit of experience here with Harper, although I kind of wish I had used Harper to actually finish off the Goblin leader there. Instead, I used Wolmus, who's a villager. I hope we get to keep Wolmus through and continue with him in future scenarios. Sometimes when you get given guards like that, there's no guarantee you're going to get to keep them. So I'm always a little wary, but I'm hoping that we get to. But in any case, we're going to save it right here. If I could spell, that would be great. Completed. All right, well, there you have it. Scenario 1 completed. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.